Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to take a look at the Clippers offense because they've actually been doing pretty well lately. Had a nice comeback versus the Warriors and then beat the Nuggets last night. And they actually scored 40 points in the second quarter of this game last night against the Nuggets. And their offense has actually been doing pretty well. The ball is moving. Everybody looks a little bit more comfortable with their teammates. And yeah, just want to take a look at this some of these clips from the second quarter. Like I said, they scored 40 points. Um, and of course, their offense hasn't been that great with Harden on the floor, but they're showing signs. Actually, on cleaning glass, they're actually bottom five in offense since November 1st, which is basically when the Harden trade happened. And they've actually been a top 10 defense. They've been like 10th or 11th on defense. So it's kind of funny that their defense is actually doing better than their offense. But maybe that's a good sign because at least they can hang their hat on their defense, and then once their offense gels together, once everybody gets comfortable playing together, maybe that's when the offense takes off, and we're kind of seeing some signs of and glimpses of what that could look like. And like I said, they scored 40, so let's take a look at how it happened. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. There you go, Harden just pushing pace. Um, he has a nice pick and roll partner with Tice. He kind of misses that with Plumlee since he got injured in like one of the first games, or might have even been right before Harden came to the Clippers. So he never really had that lob threat, or Tice is more of a pick and pop, some floaters in the lane. But yeah, that's a good pick and roll partner because Zubac is a bit slow, but still gets the job done. This time you see another pick and roll with Harden and Tice gets the floater in the lane. And you see the floor spread. They've been, I feel like the Clippers have been finding out, what's the best second units, who's the best combinations of players. Of course, Ty Lue has a lot of stuff to work with. Usually it's Harden and Kawhi. It looks like with Norman Powell provide some shooters around James Harden, and it's been looking better. This is a good play. Carlo cross screen for Harden right here. Hand off to Powell. Powell can attack as well if Harden gives it to him. Empty side, so much space for Paul George to run into. Harden recognizes that and sees the wide open lane for Paul George to cut into. And of course, DeAndre's gonna play out because as soon as if Harden dribbles and comes off that pick, then he has to step up on Harden for his 3-point shot. So that's a good play design by Ty Lue to get Paul George the open layup. This time another double screen, double drag for Harden. Harden sees Strother in the paint, kicks it out to Norman Powell, passes on the money. This is just Clippers taking advantage of Harden's passing ability when he's engaged and locked in. He throws a perfect pass. You see that Strother trying to cover the role of Daniel Tice. Watson is actually going to rotate nicely, but Powell gets him with a fake and knocks out a 3-point shot. Powell's been doing good as well since Harden came back. I feel like he's been a nice distributor for Harden as well. And then Harden gets the and one layup in transition. The Nuggets shooting 30% in the quarter definitely helped the Clippers offense as well. That Clippers could push it whenever they wanted to with Harden and Powell and Paul George, Westbrook. But still, their defense is fueling their offense for sure. But I mean, the offense is also pretty dangerous. If you have this guy as a knockdown shooter, Kobe Brown, with the amount of attention that Reggie Jackson and all the players are paying attention to Harden, he gets a pretty open three. He can be his, I don't know, Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon-esque, 3-point shooter for Harden. Another, offense fueling their defense. Ball movement, kick it out to the open guy. Now, of course, Paul George can knock it down. He's an excellent, cutter and shooter. And he's probably the most, able off-ball player. That's a nice cut by Norman Powell right there as well. You see Harden, again, attracting so much attention. Reggie Jackson's looking like straight at him. Powell recognizes that and cuts right to the paint. It's just simple stuff, just moving the ball. Kawhi can cook sometimes, of course, in the mid range if he wants to, but most of the time they're moving the ball around. They're setting screens for each other. Anybody doesn't mind playing off ball. Even Harden's been playing off ball some, knocking down some 3-point shots. Once again, the defense fueling their offense. 40 points in this quarter, so of course, you got to get a couple bounces to bounce your way, but overall they played pretty well, and their offense actually looks good. You see Zubac set the screen, then he flips the screen, and look how deep Jamal Murray is. He probably should be a little bit up. Of course, he's helping on the Kawhi drive, preventing the ball from going in the middle. But Harden is pretty much open, can step in right into a three. And that's pretty dangerous. One pass away is James Harden. If he kicks it out, no more fouls in the corner. But, that's pretty comfortable three for James Harden. I don't think he would mind shooting that. But they just need their players to be like a bit aggressive, like to just make the pass, make the cut, make the shoot it. You shoot it when you need to. And then this is some of the plays from the fourth quarter. This time you see like a Norman Powell, Paul George screen. Powell rejects the screen, gets to the rim. Pretty tough shot, but Westbrook, that's where he thrives, off the second unit, getting offensive rebounds, putbacks, pushing in transition, pushing on the fast break. This time Denver messes it up. Of course, Denver didn't shoot that well this game as well. Probably one of the worst games that I've seen Jokic play, but the Clippers got to take advantage of that. They were getting cooked by Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan last time they played the Nuggets, so this is an improvement for them. Of course, Paul George can take advantage of mismatches and situations as well. Creates good space on Brown, knocks down the three. It's like when you have this type of offense, just a one-on-one, pull up threes on drop coverage when DeAndre Jordan's on the pick, and then you add in all the other stuff with cuts and ball movement. That's basically an NBA offense. That's what makes a NBA offense so dangerous. You let the guys cook a little bit one-on-one, and then you have these possessions where you run in transition, play good defense. It's not really that that complex. So you see Harden cooking on this possession one-on-one as well. So it's like when fourth quarter comes, okay, you can cook a little bit, just move the ball enough and move yourself around the court enough. You see Harden recognizing that Kawhi has this mismatch. Like, they have so many guys that can attack mismatches that they just have to pick one. And this time they picked Kawhi on Jamal Murray. And like I said, their defense has been playing pretty well. Of course, that's like a bad pass by Jamal Murray, but you got to get these easy buckets. This time they got a Harden Zubac pick and roll. See, this is why I like to take him. Maybe take the mid range, just dribble it right into a mid range pull up. That's what like Chris Paul would do. That's what Steph Curry. You'd probably just take the three. With Jokic in that much of a drop, but I think Murray went around the screen to prevent the 3-pointer. Yeah, Murray goes like behind him, but you can take that mid-range shot. He probably took a little. He still took it, but he probably takes it a little bit late. He's more comfortable with the floater. I'd like to see him just take those mid-range shots when the defense is giving it to him, as they were, and that pretty much sealed the game right there. So yeah, Clippers' offense has been pretty good. Like I said, their defense has been top 10 since the Harden trade, but their offense has been bottom 5. So, it was good to see them have a 40-point quarter, beat the Nuggets, come back and beat the Warriors. And, those early games, even I was making fun of them because, how bad their on-off stats were with Harden. But, they're figuring it out. They're gelling. And, of course, the team will only be judged by their playoff performance. But, these are good signs and these are good, signs of growth from the team. And I'm sure Ty Lue is pretty happy with their recent performances. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and enjoy the in-season tournament. Probably got Bucks and Lakers probably in the finals. Winning tonight and getting to the finals. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.